It's Lookman. Oh, what's he done there?
Bruh, really?
Ademola Lookman's career has taken many turns, from the highs of winning the Europa League and scoring a hat-trick in the final, to the lows of the horrible transfer to Everton, to RB Leipzig, and even missing that crazy penalty against West Ham. But this year has definitely been Ademola Lookman's year. This redemption arc is nothing short of sensational. From the humble beginnings to being top 30 in the Ballon d'Or, here is the redemption arc of Ademola Lookman. Lookman was a talented footballer, but never got selected to any of the academies in London. He began playing at a very small club in Waterloo, but a crazy match occurred when it was a friendly match against Charlton. He initially didn't start the game, but one of his teammates got injured, and that was Ademola Lookman's chance.
I didn't actually start that game. I came on off the bench, made an impact. We actually lost that game 1-0, and after the game, the head of recruitment spoke to me and spoke about me coming down for a trial.
He had to work from U18s to U23s before making his debut for the men's team. And after a couple successful years, he made a big transfer to Everton. At Everton, it didn't quite work out. Either because of the playing style, working with Sam Allardyce, Ademola Lookman's career with Everton was a failure. But he did have a great loan move to RB Leipzig, where in 11 games he scored 5 goals and assisted 4. And at that point, you thought Ademola Lookman's career is going to take off. It didn't quite work out that way, as he then made a permanent transfer to RB Leipzig. But not getting enough playing time and not making an impact off the bench, after the unsuccessful transfer to RB Leipzig, he was loaned out to Fulham. At Fulham, you could see the moments of brilliance. You could see the talented footballer. But in 34 appearances, he had 4 goals and 4 assists, including the crazy moment. This was almost the defining moment of Ademola Lookman's career, as Fulham went away to West Ham, and in the 97th minute, Fulham were awarded a penalty from VAR. Ademola Lookman stepped up, but did the craziest panenka ever when your team is 1-0 down. He missed the panenka and Fulham lost the game. He had a quite successful loan move to Leicester City, where in 26 appearances in the league he had 6 goals, but the defining moment in his career was the transfer to Atalanta. And as we know with Atalanta, their scouting is amazing, from the likes of Kulusevski to Coutinho to Rasmus Højlund. When Atalanta see a player, they scout it, it usually turns from dust to gold. And when you pair that magical scouting with a magical manager like Gasperini, if you're just talented, you can flourish. As Gasperini says, the secret is that they are talented. I don't transform anyone. I cannot add anything. I just bring out what's inside of them. They become strong. If they were already strong, work on their mentality is fundamental. You have to be convincing to players. It might take months, but it unlocks something. That is the prime case of Ademola Lookman with Atalanta, where the first couple months were a bit quiet, but in October, he exploded. In the 22-23 season, from October to January, Ademola Lookman scored 10 goals, scoring 2 against Juventus, scoring a goal against Inter, scoring a goal against Napoli. The dude was simply on fire. If you're just talented, Gasperini will somehow unlock something out of the player. He ended up finishing that season in his first full season with Atalanta with 13 goals and 8 assists. By far, his best statistical season of his career. And even more great news was that he switched his allegiance to Nigeria. At youth level, he was representing England U20 to U17, including winning the U20 World Cup in 2017 with England, where he scored a goal in the semi-final along the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin to Tomori. But in 2022, he switched his allegiance to the Super Eagles. And with the Super Eagles, it's been successful. At the time of recording, Ademola Lookman has 25 appearances for the Super Eagles and has scored 8 goals, including 3 goals at the AFCON, 2 goals against the rivals Cameroon in the round of 16, and a goal in the quarterfinal against Angola. So the move to switch national teams has definitely paid off for Ademola Lookman, as his career really took off with the move to Atalanta and the move to play for the Super Eagles. But the defining season for Ademola Lookman's career was the 23-24 season, where in the league, in 31 appearances, he scored 11 goals and had 8 assists. And in the Europa League, in 11 games, he had 5 goals. Unfortunately, that season, he almost suffered 3 final losses. First, losing the AFCON final with Nigeria against Ivory Coast. Never forgive that terrorist Jose Pizarro for those tactics. The other one was the Coppa Italia final against Juventus, where Atalanta lost another final with Gasperini 1-0. But there was a third chance this season for Ademola Lookman, as Atalanta would face Thanos himself and the undefeated Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League final in Dublin. As many people would have predicted, it would have been a Bayer Leverkusen win. It would have been Atalanta's first ever European trophy if they won the final. But what occurred is nothing short of something historical in a final, as Ademola Lookman didn't just score 1 goal.
Lookman!
He didn't just score 2 goals.
Wow!
he scored a hat trick. The first goal, an easy tap-in. The second goal absolutely took Granit Xhaka's soul. And then the third goal just shows the quality this player has on both feet with an absolute rocket from his left foot. And Ademola Lookman became the first player since Jupp Heynckes for Borussia Mönchengladbach in the 1975 UEFA Cup to score a hat-trick in a UEFA final. It is nothing short of historical from Ademola Lookman. He was heralded. He was talked about all over the world.
Amazing talent, and to see him score 3 goals in a European Cup final.
There was R9 comparison photos. This guy was the talk of the town. To think he went from Peckham to being the talk of the footballing world in a matter of one game. And he fully deserves it. The work he has done, the struggles he's gone through from Fulham to Everton, RB Leipzig, to now flourishing on the biggest stage possible. Even though this summer there was rumors that he would be going to PSG, whereas I, for one, didn't think that was the right move. He should stay at Atalanta. They were loyal to him, and he should be grateful for the opportunity they gave to him. Because without this Atalanta move, would Ademola Lookman's career really have taken off? And it doesn't get any better for his great season last year that now he is the 8th Nigerian in football history to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Yes, Ademola Lookman made the top 30. What a redemption arc. From the craziest Panenka miss ever to now top 30, a hat-trick in a European final, and another prize that Ademola Lookman can win this year is the African Player of the Year. He could etch his name into the likes of Abedi Pele, George Weah, Samuel Eto'o, Yaya Toure, Didier Drogba, Roger Milla, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and we can soon be adding to that list Ademola Lookman. Imagine telling that to someone 2 to 3 years ago, where he didn't have a great time club level or national team level, but 3 years is a long time in football, and a career can transform in a season. There's nothing else to say, but jollof rice is the secret recipe. Ademola Lookman is a talented footballer, and now his career is flourishing. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below of Ademola Lookman's redemption arc. It's a great story. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Remember to follow me on all the socials. You can find those in the description down below. But have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time, adios.